viewers and all my students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you are fine. In the previous class, we discussed about some terms of angiosperms. Today's lecture is about monocot. We know what are the identifying characteristics of monocot. In the seed, there is only one cotyledon. Fibrous root is present. Fibrous root means for any reason, if taproot is disintegrated, from that place, cluster of fine roots are developed. This is known as fibrous roots. Then leaf venation is parallel and flower is trimerous. It means in the flower, the number of different holes are either 3 or multiple of 3. That is 3, 6, 9, like this way. So in your syllabus, among monocot, only one family is included. That is Poaceae. Its another name is Gramineae. It is also known as grass family. So let us know that in this family there are 500 genus and 8,000 species included. Type genus is Poa. So from this name, Poaceae family, this name came. We are going to know about some informations regarding this family, such as identifying characteristics, floral formula and its explanation, floral diagram and its explanation, economic importance with scientific names of some plants. So let us start from identifying characteristics. Look at the first characteristics. Stem is tubular and internode is hollow. Do you remember we discussed about fistular stem in the previous lecture? Fistular stem is one of the identifying characteristics of Poaceae family, where internode is hollow. Look at the second characteristics. In the leaf, ligule is present. If you look at the diagram, you can see that part of stem, that is ligule, and here you can see that the leaf is surrounding the stem. Actually, it is leaf base or petiole. In the leaf base, when it is a stalk-like structure, that is known as petiole. So petiole surrounds the stem, and in the leaf, ligule is present. Next characteristics is inflorescence is spikelet. Do you remember what inflorescence is? When in the rachis, small flowers are arranged in a different type of arrangement. Different types of arrangement is seen in case of small sized flowers, and they are arranged in the rachis. That is known as inflorescence. And there are two types of inflorescence. One is racemose, another is cymose. Do you remember racemose is that type of inflorescence where growth of rachis is unlimited, and where larger sized flowers or older flowers are grown at the bottom part of rachis, and younger flower or small sized flowers are grown at the apex part. So spikelet is that special type of racemose type of inflorescence where we can see some different types of arrangements, like there are 2 glooms present which are non-fertile, which are empty gloom, gloom 1 and gloom 2. Above these non-fertile gloom, there is flowering gloom which is called lemma. Lemma is also known as bract. Above lemma, there is palea present. This palea is actually bracteole, and in its axis, then flower is grown. Lodicule, here lodicule is perianth. Do you remember when calyx and corolla cannot be differentiated, it is known as perianth. So these are known as lodicule here. Then above that, stamens and gynoecium, that is present. So this is spikelet type of inflorescence. Next characteristics is anther is versatile. In the previous class, I told you about versatile anther. When filament is connected with a point of dorsal part of anther in such a way that it can move to any direction by the help of wind, that is known as versatile anther. So these are versatile anther. Next characteristics is stigma is feathery. So you can see in this diagram feathery stigma. And in case of Poaceae family, pollen grains are very light in weight. So to catch them properly, this feathery stigma helps a lot. Next characteristics is basal placentation. Basal placentation, I hope all of you remember in the previous class I told you that when placenta is present at the base, that is known as basal placentation. And placenta means the tissue of the ovary from which ovule is produced. Next, fruit is caryopsis. Caryopsis is that kind of fruit in which there is only one chamber, and fruit coat and seed coat, they remain connected. There is only one cotyledon, there is only one chamber in the fruit, and fruit coat and seed coat, they remain connected. So all these are identifying characteristics of Poaceae family. Stem is tubular, hollow internode, which is also known as fistular stem, but for your exam, no need to write down about fistular stem, you just write down internode is hollow and stem is tubular. Ligule is present and petiole surrounds the stem. Inflorescence is spikelet. Anther is versatile. Stigma is feathery. Placentation is basal. Fruit is caryopsis. In your book, you are going to find many general characteristics written. About 2 pages of characteristics are written. But for your exam, if it is mentioned that you have to give description about identifying characteristics, then you have to write down about these characteristics with these diagrams. No need to write down about general characteristics. Okay. So next point is about floral formula. You remember about floral formula? I told you before that in the floral formula, some letters and some signs are used to express floral formula. So look at the first thing, BR. You remember, to express floral formula, first information you have to give, that is about bract, and bract is expressed as BR. So in this flower, bract is present. This is floral formula of Oryza sativa. Bract is present. Next, BRL. BRL indicates bracteole. So in the flower, bracteole is also present. Do you remember about the next sign? I told you before about actinomorphic and zygomorphic flower. This is sign to indicate zygomorphic flower. When you can divide the flower through the center vertically in such a way that it can be divided into 2 equal parts only once, that type of flower is known as zygomorphic flower. Next sign is for bisexual flower. So it means in the flower there is both androecium, male reproductive part, and gynoecium, female reproductive part present. P2. P means perianth. I told you before, perianth means if calyx and corolla cannot be differentiated, that is called perianth. And members of perianth is known as tepal. So here tepals are 2 in number and they are free. Because you see that there is no bracket here, so it means here 2 tepals are free. A3 plus 3 means stamens are 6 in number. They are arranged in 2 rows and they are free. A indicates androecium. 3 plus 3, it means 2 rows, in 2 rows they are arranged, and as there is no bracket, so it means they are free, they are not joined. Next characteristics is for gynoecium, and it indicates ovary is superior. That means other parts of the flower, other holes of the flower, they are just below the ovary. So flower is hypogynous, you can also say about that. And G1, it means in this flower there is only one carpel. You know that member of gynoecium is known as carpel, and this is free. So this is about floral formula of Oryza sativa, rice. In this way you have to explain this. You have to first write down the floral formula, then you have to explain that what does it indicate, what does it mean. Now we are going to know about floral diagram. So this is floral diagram of Poaceae family. I hope all of you remember what floral diagram is. Floral diagram means it is such kind of diagram through which you can express different holes of flower like bract, bracteole, their number, their arrangement, position, connection, about calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium, all these members. What is their number, what is their position, and how they are connected with each other or with other holes in comparison to mother axis. That is floral diagram. So you must give this dot sign which indicates mother axis. Mother axis is that axis from which flower is grown. I hope all of you remember my previous lecture about these important terms. Okay, so at the center you can see that ovary is present. If we come from the central part, this is mother axis, and you can see that this is lemma. I told you before that above two non-flowering blooms, bloom 1 and bloom 2, there is lemma present, which is also known as bract. So lemma is present, and just opposite to lemma there is pallia present. Pallia, it also indicates bracteole. Then in the axis of pallia, all other floral parts are present. Among them there is lodicule. You can see there are 2 lodicules. That means, I told you before, they are actually perianth, and they are 2 in number and they are free. After that lodicule, you can see that there are 6 stamens, and also you can see that they are arranged in 2 rows. So in one row these 3, and in another row these 3 stamens are arranged. So they are also free. 6 in number, stamens are 6 in number, and they are free. And what type of placentation is present? Basal placentation is present. Okay, so this is about floral diagram. Now we have to know about some important plants. So in this family there are some important plants which are mainly playing important role as cereal plants. Different plants you can see in this family. Bambusa bambus, bamboo, which is used in different purposes, in as furniture, as decoration of houses. Okay, and it is included in grass family because of its floral characteristics, hollow internode. These characteristics are similar to grass. And in Bangladesh there are 28 species of bamboo grown. Next, Oryza sativa, and you know that our main food, staple food, is rice. So also we get puffed rice, cakes, and for other purposes this Oryza sativa, it is cultured. It is also used as fuel. Yeah, all the straw mainly it is used as fuel. And different types of cattle food, also food for duck, hen, all these are prepared from Oryza sativa. Saccharum officinarum, sugar cane. And from this Saccharum officinarum or sugar cane, we can get sugar. Also through fermentation process, alcohol, vinegar, all these are produced. And Partex production, in case of Partex production, also this sugarcane helps a lot. It may be also used as fuel. Triticum aestivum, wheat. It is also used as food. Okay, bread, then biscuits can be produced from this Triticum aestivum. Also, it may be used as fuel, and straw may be used as cattle food. Zea mays, maize. We can produce popcorn and different other types of foods from this. Okay, it can also be used as fuel, and cornflakes can be made from this. There are some other plants included in this family, like Hordeum vulgare. Okay, barley. Then Cynodon dactylon, doobgrass, which has important medicinal values. Okay, and it is also used in case of any kind of injury, for bleeding purpose, to stop bleeding if there is any injury occurs. There are some other plants included in this family which has many important roles, like lemongrass, Phragmites carca. So just learn some of the scientific names from this family, because sometimes in your exam the question comes like this way, that you have to write down scientific names of some important plants. And if you have to write down economic importance of the family, so better if you write down some scientific names and then mention the importance of that plant. Okay, so around 60% people of this world, their main food, staple food, is rice or bread. And also from this family we can get food for cattle, and for other purposes these plants included in this family, they are widely used. So this family, it has a lot of economic importance. Okay, so I hope all of you are clear about this family. What you have to learn from this family: identifying characteristics with diagram, floral formula and its explanation, floral diagram, you have to draw this diagram with explanation, and economic importance of the family with some scientific names of plants. So in the next class we are going to discuss about Malvaceae family from dicot plants. So till then, Allah Hafiz.